Hey, you guys. Hey, coming back to Utah has brought up a lot of memories and different things. And anyway, I wanted to tell you a story. A lot of you guys have read one of my books called The Legend of Big Boy, Safe or Stranded. And this is where it happened, you guys. And this is a place called Peter's Sinks. It's just right over these hills here. And if you Google Peter Sinks, guys, it's one of the coldest places in the United States. It'll get upwards of minus 60 degrees below zero. So anyway, I was driving up this road, guys, and I saw this white dog, and what I thought was a white dog, and he was running up this road right here. And there was no snow on the ground at the time. And so anyway, I wondered what the heck this dog was doing up here. And in northern Utah and Idaho and a lot of places in the world, they use dogs called Great Pyrenees to protect their sheep and their livestock. So I figured maybe that's what it was. And so anyway, I didn't think of it for a few days, and then it's kind of started to bother me, and I got worried about this dog. And so I came up here and got my binoculars out, and I spotted this dog. And he was up over the top of these cliffs on the other side of the highway here, guys. And he would not come to me. He just refused to come to me. And I didn't realize he was protecting his sheep. And the sheep had gotten stranded up over this cliff right here. There's more cliffs up over the top there. And so anyway, this dog wouldn't leave these sheep. So I started leaving food for the dog. I'd come park here, and then I'd hike up around down here a little bit lower down there, and I'd hike up and leave him food. He'd come down and eat the food, and this went on for about 2 months. And then come about October, November, northern Utah, we start getting snow, and we get a lot of snow, as you guys can see. So anyway, I wouldn't have believed it if I hadn't seen it myself, but finally I figured out this dog was protecting some sheep. So I went to one of my good friends and I got a bale of alfalfa hay, and I hauled the hay over to where I was feeding this Great Pyrenees, and then I left the hay. And anyway, I came back the next morning and I could see this green trail of alfalfa going up over these cliffs, and that darn dog was carrying one wafer at a time of hay up to the sheep to feed the sheep. So anyway, this went on for about another month, and we'll get close to 15 to 20 feet of snow right here, guys, in the middle of the winter. So I was really getting concerned about this dog. So anyway, it got to the point where the dog could only make it to about right there where I'm looking, to the top of that cliff. So I couldn't get him food anymore, and he wouldn't come down, and he wouldn't leave his sheep. So I thought, well, I'll go to the grocery store and get some frozen hamburger patties, and I can throw them like a frisbee up over the top of this cliff. So I did that for a little while, and it didn't work that great. And the snow was getting deeper and deeper, and I was getting worried about Big Boy, and I couldn't get him food anymore. And so anyway, I got this bright idea. I was going to go to the local gas station and buy corn dogs, and then I was going to take the sticks out of the corn dogs, and I was going to spiral throw them like a football up over these cliffs. And so that's what I did. And old Big Boy, he'd come up here to the top of this cliff, and I'd hike up there a little ways, and then I'd wing these corn dogs like a football. And I tell you guys, I got pretty darn good at winging corn dogs. I mean, I probably should have tried out for the NFL or something, but I could wing those corn dogs pretty darn far. So I was at least getting food to Big Boy. And what broke my heart, you guys, is once the snow got so deep and I couldn't hike up these cliffs anymore to get Big Boy food, I came and I parked right here. It was about 20 or 30 below zero, and it was the middle of the night, and I was going to stay in my truck in case Big Boy came down, because I wanted to try to get him some food. And he just couldn't make it, you guys. He was barreling through about 6 to 8 to 10 feet of snow, and he had a little trail, but even after the trail would fill in, he just couldn't make it. And so anyway, I'm sitting here in the truck, and middle of the night I could hear this crying from way up on top of this mountain up here, you guys, and I knew it was Big Boy. And the thing that broke my heart is I knew that Big Boy wasn't crying because he was hungry, because Great Pyrenees dogs can go a long time without food, and I just knew he wasn't hungry. And then he was crying and crying and crying, and I knew that he wasn't in pain because he was like a titan, you guys. He was a huge, huge, tough, mean, survival dog. So I knew he wasn't in pain, and I didn't think he was hurt. And then I got thinking about it, and what that dog was crying about is he knew that he had let his friends down. He knew that his friends were starving to death. And I think that's what really was what that big boy, the Great Pyrenees dog, was crying about, is that those dogs get so attached to their owners and to the livestock, and they're such true friends, that I really to this day believe he was crying because he felt like he let his friends down. And so anyway, it just killed me, you guys. And so I ended up going public with the whole thing and letting the whole world know that there was a dog stranded up here in this canyon. And you guys wouldn't believe the outpour of people that showed up to try to rescue this dog. And I can't tell you guys anything more than that, but I wanted to tell you the story about Big Boy and about what a amazing dog he was. He could have left those sheep at any given time, you guys, but he would not leave those sheep. He was willing to give up his life for those sheep. And when I couldn't get him food anymore, and he couldn't get the food that I had left for him to take back up to those sheep, he still stuck with them, willing to give up his life. And when he finally knew that it was over, he was crying. And it was a horrible, horrible cry, you guys. Something I've never heard before. But anyway, guys, I was thinking about Big Boy and the dog, and I was just passing by this spot where Big Boy was, and I wish I could show you more, but I can't climb up these cliffs to get to the other side to really show you where Big Boy was. And anyway, guys, I wanted to tell you a really fun story. This is where that book all took place, was right here. And you'll have to check out Peter Sinks, guys. Google Peter Sinks in Logan Canyon. And I think sometimes it's reached close to 70 degrees below zero. It's one of the coldest places in the United States. And you'd never expect that from Utah. But anyway, check it out. And if you want to check out a really fun story, if you Google dog stranded in Logan Canyon, it'll tell you a little story about Big Boy, the dog. And anyway, guys, just wanted to share that with you. I was on my way to Bear Lake, and this is where the whole story of an amazing dog happened, and actually became a book out of the story about that dog. Anyway, sending you guys a great big huge smile here from the Cache National Forest here in Logan, Utah, and I'm headed over to Bear Lake. I actually take my store back here in a few days, and so I'm going to kind of check a few things out. And I wanted to stop and show you guys a place that's really close to my heart, where I formed a relationship with an amazing dog and turned into an amazing lifetime experience. Anyway, you guys have an awesome day. Send you all my blessings and a great big huge smile. And another dog story. And I got another dandy dog story for you. I'm going to tell you when I get over to Bear Lake about another special dog. Anyway, I guess you guys can figure out I sure love dogs and animals. Even though I'm a hunter and fisher, I sure love dogs and animals. You guys have a blessed day, and we'll catch you guys soon. Send you a great big huge smile here from the forest in Cache Valley, Utah. Okay, see you guys. Bye.